Here we are looking at PCFG. I had both this kind of combination, had some questions on this one coming today, and then I just, from a personal perspective, I thought it looks like a pretty interesting chart setup that I'll be keeping an eye on next week. So I'll kind of explain things from both aspects, what I'll be watching, then also just what you simply want to see happen from the charting perspective. So what kind of the whole chart is revolving around is this level right here, and we'll call this level 002, and this is a key level of support. So let's change this to green. And the reason this is so important is if you look through the chart, you can see multiple times the price has gone down there, and I'm not going to count them up, but you get the idea. A bunch of times the bears have tried to push the price down through this area, but every time the bulls have stepped up at the 002 and said, no, that's as far down as you're going to get. So keeping that in mind, we see today's action and today's candle that closed right at 002. Did break below it intraday, but because we're looking at the daily chart, we care about where the close was, and it did close right at that level, so technically still above. And then we look down here at the volume, and it makes me wonder, was this some sort of capitulation? Now, I definitely proceed cautiously when I say that. Case in point being right here, massive volume day, and then you can see what happened after that, nothing, and it just drifted downwards. So I am keeping that in mind, that we have past history as a part of the chart that shows kind of head fakes in terms of big volume, possible capitulation, and then nothing happening. However, this time over here was definitely different than what we have going on here. We have, at this point, it wasn't hanging around any sort of supports when it did happen, but here you can see it's hanging right around, right at this 002, so a little bit different, and which is what piqued my interest. So if you're in this for the long haul, 002 is the level that you want to see hold, because if it doesn't, then it's essentially going to be down to who knows where. It's basically a reverse blue sky breakout because you don't have any other support levels. So 002 is definitely an important level from that perspective. Now, if the price does get some bouncing action and start to head upwards, the first level of resistances is going to be right here at the 0027 area. So I'll change that to red to represent resistance. And then after that, things pretty much thin out, and there's not much until you have these previous highs up here. But given we're dealing with a 00 stock, percentages add up very quickly. So although space-wise it may not look like that much of a distance, when you consider the percentages, that's a pretty good movement. So nice, interesting charts up. We'll just have to see if this was a capitulation or if this is just going to be history repeating itself. Your guess is as good as mine. But given where the big volume happened right at the support level, it's at least worth keeping an eye on. So if there are any other questions on the chart, though, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook. With your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setup, strategies, educational pieces, all sorts of things from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. It is all free. We've made some good money together on our alert, so I'd encourage you to go to the website, sign up, and see what it's all about. One more time, this is PCFG. Thanks for listening, and enjoy your weekends.